All right, all right. We are back at the Grit Won't Quit podcast studio in beautiful Belmar, New Jersey. We have a very special guest on. We have somebody that is the new owners of Suzi Sweet Shop. Him and his wife, we have Rick today and his wife, Tara, own Suzi Sweet Shop in Middletown. Rick, thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. I love your sweet shop. I've loved it for the last 15 years since I was first introduced to it. When Suzi was there,
Yep.
I got introduced to her. I did some work for her along the way, and we love that. The chocolate's the best.
Yes, thank you.
You know, and I saw her recently at a networking event, and I said to her, I'm gonna miss. I miss seeing you there, but we still use your chocolates, and we've gotten some different packages and gift baskets along the way. So, what a great business you took over.
Yes, thank you. She built a phenomenal business.
She has very loyal customers.
Yes.
And I think her product is like the best out there. Like I've had I've eaten a lot of chocolate along the way, and but I really like it. I've given it out as gifts. I've brought it to parties, and everybody says the same thing. It's just such a great. So getting the recipes was probably like the key here.
Yes. Yep. Same recipes, same products. Tara's obviously adding some of her new stuff to it, her creative flair.
Yep.
But being the transition, the mentorship, we couldn't have asked for a better transition.
Yep. Now, were you so you're a guy in construction, and now you're you're making chocolate. So, what made you decide that was the business you want? There's a lot of businesses for sale.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of franchises. There's a lot of startup businesses you could do. What made you choose buying an existing chocolate shop?
Yeah, so Tara's always been wanting to bake, cook. She loves that avenue. She started her career in corporate America.
Okay.
She was in HR up until this point. She's still currently, that's why she's not here today. She got called into her HR position still. So she always wanted to branch off and do something in the baking realm or cooking realm. And we just happened to stumbled upon this. I was watching a YouTube video one day, and it said, buy businesses. And I was like buying businesses like similar to Zillow.
Yeah.
Like you can go on and look at different businesses to buy, and it just popped up that said Monmouth County.
And you
chocolate shop.
you guys live in Monmouth.
We live in Monmouth County, and she was still asleep at the time when I was watching this YouTube video on a Saturday morning.
Uh-huh.
And I asked her, "You have any interest in getting information on a chocolate shop?" She just rolls over and says, "Yeah."
Yeah, sounds good. I guess we're gonna look at that today. I didn't know what we had on the agenda. I thought we'd just get some breakfast and hang out, but let's go check it out.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, you inquire with one of those biz websites.
Yep.
Businesses for sale, biz buy sell. One
Exactly.
of those.
Yep.
And you get more information. You go check it out. You guys are 15 minutes. Your home is 15 minutes from there, right?
Yep.
Thereabouts. So now you're like, this is it.
So, I mean, the first we had to sign an NDA. So
Sure.
that's where we asked again, are you sure you're making me sign an NDA? It seems pretty serious.
Yeah.
It was new for us at that point. And she was like, yeah, let's check it out. And we didn't know the store name or anything like that. We were inquiring, could it be this, could it be that?
Yep.
Trying to figure out what it was. And then once we found out that it was Suzi's, we're like, oh, we got to go. Let's
Check
start
this
trying
out,
everything now. Let's make sure the product is as good as it's saying it's going to be.
It
as
is.
You're
It
saying
is.
it's fantastic.
The product is as good, if not better, than what they said in the listing. I would agree. So, how long ago was this?
This started in March.
March of
this year, 25.
25.
And through the whole buying process, which was always more than we thought that was. That was fun, though, that experience of buying a business for the first time.
Yep.
And then we closed on it July 14th.
Oh, wow. Okay. So July 14th, and now you're coming into the season of where the pedal hits the metal here.
Yes, very, very busy right now.
Like this is it, like corporate gifts, and like now's the time from now till New Year's, right?
So it goes from now until New Year's, but then we start back up with Valentine's Day, and then we roll from Valentine's Day right into Easter, and then from Easter to around the September mark is where we can start now planning again for
Yeah,
Halloween and
yeah.
Thanksgiving and Christmas again.
Sure.
So it's a little bit of a lull that we'll appreciate and do some business strategy at that point.
Yep. I think that though you have a great thing because there's not a lot of those chocolate shops around. There's some. I mean, and next door we have Coney, which they're great too. But there's not a ton of them, and there's also people are used to buying online. It's like buying flowers at 1-800-Flowers. People are not nervous about buying chocolate, and you could ship a lot of your products.
Yes. So when the temperature is below 70, we could ship it.
Yep.
Anything over that, we want to not make sure the product melts because we want to be able to provide the product we want to be able to provide.
But at least for this season, you can ship a lot of your some
California
holiday
we've shipped, Arizona we've shipped, Texas we can ship.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty great that you can do that. So you're not just limited to the walk-in traffic in Middletown. Now Middletown's a great town. We have a wingman office there. Shout out to Mark. Yeah. But it's the largest township in Monmouth County. Huh. Which is cool. And when we were looking at, when Mark was, starting to be a franchise, we were looking at different territories and where to put him, so that he could get the best bang for his buck. And that's why that was one of the reasons why we chose Middletown, being one of the biggest townships in the county. There's a lot of opportunity. Yeah. A lot of people probably like chocolate.
Yes. And that's a great complex that we're in.
Oh, your complex is awesome. And especially since they did that upgrade of the facade.
Yeah, looks very nice.
That looks really good.
Yep.
It really pops.
Thank you.
And I think a lot of people go to Bottle King.
Yes. Bottle King, Raposo has been getting a lot of traffic there.
Raposo did that, a couple of TikToks that went viral. Me and Raposo did a made in Jersey there. And one of their items has your... Has one of
a couple
your
of them have.
Okay.
Yep, and we're going to continue to do different.
That's great when you got a good neighbor partner.
Yeah, we love that. So anybody else that wants to collaborate out there, we'd love to partner up.
Anybody that wants to collaborate on some chocolate, marketing and chocolate. Andrew, can we figure out a collab on that? I don't know, or maybe just the wingman team just eats chocolate all day. We'll do a video. So all right, so you're in this business. Do you like it?
Love it.
I
mean, it's so different from my day-to-day. Mm-hmm. So my day-to-day, I'm managing construction crews, roofing, siding, windows, doors. I have teams of people there, but the people management is always the exciting part for me. Mm-hmm. I love seeing people grow, develop. I call them life moves, like buy houses, get married. Like being able to be a part of somebody's life experiences is it excites me. I like seeing that out of people.
That's awesome. So now, how's the management's a little bit different from those that are on the roof and doing siding jobs to those that are making chocolate, I bet.
Yes. Yeah, so it's the transition. Tara did most of the transition meeting because she's there every day. Mm-hmm. I'm only able to be there mornings, really before the staff's getting there, at nights when the staff is not there anymore, mm-hmm. and weekends I get to hang out with the weekend crew, which I love the weekend squad. Mm-hmm. I love all the employees, but I get to be a part of the weekend squad. So
do they have you making chocolates, or are you just
I'm learning everything. I'm learning everything. I feel I need to learn everything. Tara's the same way. Mm-hmm. We have to learn how to be employees. It just helps us to be able to lead by that example with everybody to say, hey, we've done it, we tried it, we understand it. This is now what we expect. Maybe there's better, faster ways to do things that we can put our skills on. And we want the team to bring their ideas and their experience to us as well. Like the stronger the team is coming with their ideas, the better we're going to be as a whole.
That's great. That's really great. So now, as you go through this first holiday season, you're going to learn some things, and you're going to definitely know things that you're going to need for the future and how to manage that better going into the 26 year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we don't really know what we know until we know. So until we get into it now.
And I'm sure Susan has stressed some of these things.
Yeah.
Like, this is what's going to happen. And, it sounds like from off camera you're talking about your baskets, and they're starting to happen. But I mean, it sounds like you guys like thrive on this a little bit.
It's fun. I mean, how could you not have fun at a chocolate shop? Yep. It's got to be a happy place. It's got to be an enjoyable place for people to work. You walk in, it smells great, it looks great, everything hopefully tastes great. It's a wonderful business to be a part of, and thankfully the numbers are great too.
Yep. And now, do you see yourself expanding as time goes on into another chocolate shop? Or do you just are you now just checking out Biz Buy Sell and seeing what other businesses are out there?
We're in on the chocolate
You're
right
in on
now.
chocolate.
Yep. We're hopefully, next year's strategy, we'd like to push more of the e-commerce, more of the corporate and the wedding accounts, and maybe at some point we have to get an off-site manufacturing facility to do more of these, just basket making and
Do you do
corporate account
everything
making.
in-house? Like
Everything is in-house right now.
And
yeah.
then the store, I mean, the store is a good-sized store for a chocolate shop, but like for some of that catering, that's got to be a lot.
It's
like,
tight. It's tight in there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to at some point, hopefully, get a second facility, because we have stuff at our house, stuff in our basement, stuff in my sister's house, stuff in my in-laws, stuff in my parents.
Yep. The good thing is you're in construction,
Mm-hmm.
and you can make things happen
Yep.
easier than most people that aren't in construction.
Yeah, thanks.
So that gives you an upper hand in this game compared to just a person that has a chocolate shop that doesn't have a background in construction.
Yeah, construction, real estate, I understand those
Yep.
worlds.
So that's great. And I think an offsite, probably just to do all that kind of big fulfillment, would be easier for you guys. Like I remember a floral group that did work with Wingman. They opened up just what they called the design center, and like nobody went in there, and it was just it was like a fulfillment house, and all they did was produce. They had like 5 or 6 florists in the area, and they would just produce them out of one place, and then just do all their deliveries. But there was no walk-in day-to-day traffic. It was just like a warehouse essentially of making flowers.
Yep. So that's initial thought of what might be the next step.
Yeah, I think that makes sense here, because then you have just like they could just do the big stuff, and then the small, and then they could ultimately start delivering to the store.
Mm-hmm. We would love to. I mean, getting into weddings, like anytime somebody thinks of gift, we want to be top of mind. So,
Do you know one of my first employees at Wingman 15 years ago got married, and Susan did the wedding favors as like the woman who got married was when Susan was a client, she said to Susan, "Hey, can you do wedding favors for me?" And she did it. I don't know, it was probably I'm married 12 years. She's probably married 7 years, and Susan did it, and did the wedding favors.
So we still get a lot of those wedding favors, truffles, custom groom, bride things. We've been getting a lot of baby shower stuff.
Susan made a candy bar for Wingman one time.
So custom stuff. So a lot of corporate custom names on their bars. You could get a mold with your company name. We can wrap it into custom wrapper. I have a vision that I don't know if it'll ever get out of my head, but getting like a 3D printer to be able to take a photo and within a reasonable amount of time, like 48 hours, be able to make a mold out of like a family photo.
How do you make a mold?
So right now we're buying molds where it's extruded. But I think the 3D printing has the ability to create a shell that then you could fill with like a silicone mold yourself and create custom molds.
That'd be so cool.
So
Mike, my shout out to Mike from our Shubu team. He always wanted to make a trolley, and we never did it. We made the candy bars for Shubu, but that would be a cool one. A trolley that we could, then give out a piece of chocolate as a trolley. Like, that is so memorable.
Yeah, the custom stuff like that is, it's unique.
Once you figure that out, let me know. I'm interested.
We'll get
in
it
that
figured out. Yeah.
And if you want, I'll be your trial. I'll be your trial guy on that mold and see how it works. And any piece that doesn't work out, I'll just eat for you. So that's great. I mean, that's a lot of creativity and a lot of vision to kind of take it to that next level and be more than just, gifts. Now you're doing custom gifts.
Yeah, we always want to supply the same. We're not going to change what we have. I mean, the store has been successful for 27 years. We're going to keep it successful.
How long she had it?
Since 1998.
Wow, good for her.
Yep, built it from the ground up.
And it's great that she's still local, and you could, if you have a question,
She answers her phone right away.
Yeah,
it's been phenomenal.
That's good, Ray, when you have again, when you think about a business and you think about taking over someone else's business, there are times where people just want to get out and they want to be done and they want to turn off their phone and never have to answer it again. But it's great that she's there to support you guys, and and it sounds like you kept a lot of the staff.
All the staff, yep, pretty much all the staff has stayed. A lot of it's still her family. Her sisters are coming in on weekends.
Yep.
And that experience as we're getting into the holiday season is, how quick do we need to make sure we have everything ready for the rush that's going to be coming in?
I mean, that's nice that you have the staff, especially her sisters, because they know everything inside and out. So, it's not like you were just thrown into the mix and you're like, oh, let's get it done. Like you have the team that did it last year, so they could help you and teach you and kind of work alongside.
Couldn't have asked for a better transition. I mean, I could say that over and over again. It's been awesome. I mean, we're still new at it, but we now understand it.
And how does Tara like transitioning out of corporate America into this?
So she hasn't transitioned just yet. She's still doing her corporate job. She was supposed to be done in September. It got pushed to supposed to being done today. And now it's extended to December 5th.
Today is mid-November for those that are watching, because it's going to release in a week or so. But so now it's moved for another 3-4
couple more weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. So a new person has been hired to replace her in that role. But she's been doing both. I mean,
you know what though? In a sense, it's good for you guys because you got a little more stable paycheck. But now you're rolling into the heavy season, so now you need her out to be producing these baskets.
Yeah, the paycheck has been helpful because it's a lot going out. We had to restock the store a lot. We have to prep for a lot of the custom boxes and stuff. We have to order those in advance for the holiday season.
So it's not the worst move, but it also she wants to be there and kind of get rolling.
Yeah, from the moment we wake up till pretty much the moment we go to sleep, 7 days a week, it's been focused on work.
Yep.
Which we love. I mean, that's
you
push
seem,
yourself.
You guys seem like you're hustlers and that you like to stay busy.
Yep. Yes.
That's good. So I love the idea of this manufacturing facility to kind of help you grow and take some of the stress out of the store. That'll be good. And then how else? How is the area for you? Like, you like the Middletown area? And
yeah, the Middletown area is awesome. It's growing. I mean, we even see the vision of this new Netflix facility that's being put in is going to bring a lot of people to Monmouth County.
You're going to have corporate work out the wazoo on that one.
Yeah, Monmouth County is booming.
Yeah.
And that complex has some incredible entrepreneurs in that complex. Right next to Bottle King, Panko Pizza, Mavs, Raposo, Sono Sushi. It's great.
So it's a popular. There's always cars in there.
Yeah, people would love to have people walk by their stores most of the time in business, and we have people walking by our store.
There you go. You know what you got to do? You got to get out there and do free tastings.
We have samples. Come in, get some samples. Tara's always got something new that's on her mind that she creates. And how do you like this? How do you like that? A milk or dark option.
That's great. That's awesome. That's the name of the game. The more that you let people try something, they become buyers.
Yeah.
And then once they become a buyer in your world, they always have something. If it's yearly gifts, if it's birthdays, if it's an anniversary, like there's always something. Babies, and you just roll with these people for years now.
Some of the most loyal customers I could ever imagine.
Yep, that's
coming
great.
in. Some people have baskets named after them, which is fantastic to see.
But 27 years of Susan kind of, always satisfying and making people happy. That's a great. That's great that she was able to pass that off to you guys.
Yeah.
And now it's your turn to take it to the next level.
Yep, and we're very customer service focused as well. So it's been awesome. Yeah.
That's great. So I love what you're doing. This is exciting. And I think it's great that you took on an existing business that had strong financials to start. So it wasn't like from the ground up. All right, let's get a store. Let's build it out. Let's get chocolate. Let's test chocolate. You have you kind of took a couple of years off of a normal guy who's starting a business. You probably took 3 to 5 years. You're that far ahead because you don't have to do this. Now you had to, again, for the entrepreneurs watching and thinking about differences of buying a business versus starting a business, you had to pay money for this business.
Yes.
And you took on a loan or, where you saved money and you bought a business. But you're so far ahead and you have a customer base built in. Like where, again, when I started Wingman, I was just out there slinging. I was out there. I was knocking on doors. But as time went on, I built a business that now has recurring customers. But you kind of went the other way. You said, look, let's just go buy the business. We have a built-in customer base. We're gonna pay for it, but at the same time, we have recurring revenue from day one. We have business. We have cash flow. And you're going to pay it back over the cash flow. So it's a different way to buy a business, but I think it's very practical because day one you had customers.
Yeah.
The first day you didn't have to worry about, did I sell anything? Did I build out that kitchen?
I would say it's probably a little less stressful than the can I pay my bills right now. It's we have money thankfully coming in.
And you have those customers that are going to call. Like you have the email list that you're going to market to, and people are going to show up at the door.
Yep.
So that's a different, a totally different way of a business. And, some entrepreneurs are more of a, let's just go out and start it and hustle and do it. And then in this case of what Rick and Tara did, is they said, let's go find an established business that has cash flow that we can go in and take over and get the mentorship of Susan and start tomorrow. And I applaud you. I think that, I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to start a business, but I like the way that you did it because it's a very solid. It has solid fundamentals too. We had somebody on last week or a couple weeks ago who bought a business that it was the book. They say the books were cooked, and they were cooked because they were taking deposits. It was in construction actually. They were taking deposits and they weren't putting them in. And the guy bought a business and he went to the first customer. He's like, "Well, I just need the balance." And they said, "We paid you in full, and you just didn't do the work." And now all of a sudden he's trying to figure out how to do siding and a roofing job because they were paid in full. And again, due diligence. I mean, you can't go back in time, but when you're thinking about buying a business like that, like make sure that there's that the numbers are accurate and that everything's is what it is, what they say it is, and understand the contracts. But that's hard too because again, you can't call a customer up and be like, "Oh, did you pay your bill?" But when they say the books are cooked, in that case the books were cooked. Whereas in your case, you came in and you just took over.
Yeah, the
register.
business was thriving. I mean, she just wanted to retire. 27 years of
27
putting
years,
it in, earned it.
She earned it.
Totally earned it.
Again, I know her for 15 of those 27. She 100% earned that retirement star. So that's great. I'm excited for you guys. You guys, next generation of Suzi Sweets. And I like the idea of customization. I like the idea of the manufacturing. I think you have a lot of good things. And again, you're young, and in 27 years, you're going to be ready to flip this to somebody else. So this is awesome. Great. Thanks for coming on today. This is great. I hope that you excel in this business.
Thank you.
So as we wrap up, let people know where they can find you online, on social, so that if anybody's interested in, getting those great chocolates, they know where to go.
So Suzi Sweet Shop online, SUZI, Sweet Shop, SHOPPE.com. You can find also Suzi Sweet Shop. It's one S, so SUZISWEET shop for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Tara's updating a lot of that stuff herself daily, constantly. You see a lot of the good stuff being made on there.
Awesome.
And you'll find us in Middletown, 1100 Route 35, right next to Bottle King, Village Mall, Panko Pizza, Reposo, Mavs Top Buns. We're there, and you'll catch us 7 days a week.
Awesome. Thanks again for coming on today, and like I said, continued success.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.